Jess, reporting for Kids First, age 17, and today we are going to be taking a look at Some Kind of Heaven, a documentary about the Villages, a large retirement home in Florida, and the lives of 4 of the residents at the Villages. Anne, Reggie, Barbara, and Dennis are the people we follow throughout this documentary. Anne and Reggie have been married for 47 years, however, their relationship reaches a rough patch due to Reggie's drug addiction and his worsening mental health. Barbara is a widow who lost her husband 4 months before the filming, and she is nervous about dating again. And Dennis doesn't actually live at the Villages, he lives in his van. However, he hangs around the Villages in the hopes of picking up a wealthy woman in his last few years. So, I basically knew nothing about the Villages before watching this film. I had never heard of it, but I still think the story is very interesting. They mentioned early on that the Villages is considered the Disneyworld for retirees, which, considering that Disneyworld is considered the happiest place on earth, when you hear that, a certain image comes to mind. An image of sort of like this perfect, utopic retirement home, the perfect place to spend the later half of your life. However, the thing with utopias is that they are pretty much impossible to achieve. And that's kind of what this film goes out to showcase. It doesn't matter how much you try to distract yourself with cool activities like tennis or acting classes, you can't really escape from the pain. And, I just find this very interesting because this is going to sound incredibly sad, but pain and suffering in life is basically inescapable. But that is not a bad thing. That's just how it is. It's okay to not be happy all the time. And I think that's a message that anyone could learn. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter if you're in your 80s like Dennis is. You are still going to struggle in life, but that's just kind of how it is. But I like that this film doesn't really feel malicious. It doesn't feel like it's trying to expose the Villages for being a place of fake manufactured happiness, and it's not trying to mock the residents for, going through this stuff and, maybe not coping with it perfectly. It just feels like it's a very real story about real people going through real struggles, and, I just found that very interesting. I also want to take a second to appreciate the cinematography in this film because when you see it, it looks very staged despite being a documentary. There's lots of close-ups and stuff like that, which you kind of don't really see a lot in documentaries. And if I'm gonna be honest, for the first few scenes, I wasn't convinced that I was watching a documentary. I was like, wait, this is supposed to be like a documentary, right? Why does it look so like staged? But I just think that the cinematography is probably one of the best aspects of this film. So shout out to David Bolin, the cinematographer. You did a fantastic job. And I would give this film 4 out of 5 stars and recommend it for ages 12 to 18. And it comes out on January 15th. So that'll be it for this Kids First review. If you like it, make sure to check out the Kids First reporters and, of course, the Kids First website. And I will be seeing you all later. Bye-bye!
I'm about ready to call it quits.
We have too much fun down here,